know, I've seen what it can do. I've seen the lives it's ruined.
Well, mostly where I live at, you know, I've been seeing a lot of gunshots and people beating up other people.
Some grown guys, man, some big kids, you know, walked up on him and shot him 7 times. You know, he was a little frail body person, you know.
I went after the baby, you know what I mean? Because that's my baby sister. And her blood was all over my arms.
We can do something about this. It will take a grassroots campaign. It will take everybody doing his or her part. There is no more urgent task for our future.
Stop the violence around our neighborhoods.
I declare that I will resolve conflicts peacefully, judge others solely by their words, treat others with the same respect I wish to receive, be a part of the solution, and encourage others to do the same.
What are we trying to do here? What we're trying to do is get the public to think differently about violence prevention, just to see change in the way people behave and respond to violence. That means you have to do 3 things. First, you have to change public attitudes through a public education campaign. Second thing is, you actually have to show people that it works. You have to get there on the ground and work with people and experiment and create models and laboratories for violence prevention. And then the last thing is you need to have young people believe in this, because they are not only the opinion makers of youth culture today, but they are the leaders of tomorrow. And so both in terms of what we do today, but also in terms of whether this change in culture will have any legs, it's got to be youth-based.
One of the things that the campaign is doing is educating the public about how and why prevention works.
When our phones ring, it's incumbent upon us ethically as well as fiduciarily to get out and see that this message is broadly disseminated through every medium, hands-on, print, internet, broadcast, really anything we can do to bring into the youth of this country and to the people who influence the youth of this country the message.
Through our websites and toll-free number, we can provide the resources that the public needs to make a difference. The campaign was created to support the good work that's happening at both the national and local levels, and to increase investment in youth violence prevention. The campaign has already started to work with communities to help build momentum and visibility for the work that's going on locally.
Across the U.S., youth violence is generating public outrage.
The national campaign against youth violence begins a 15-city tour.
The national campaign will kick off here in Memphis.
Today, local youths are trying to answer that question in a nationally televised youth forum.
Dozens gathered at the Brooks Museum to tackle this very complex issue and what we as adults can do to prevent youth violence.
Through grants and technical assistance to communities across the country, the campaign is showcasing effective violence prevention and developing models that demonstrate how the public, private, and nonprofit sectors can come together to increase resources for local prevention efforts.
I think the business has a real stake in this. We have resources to put to bear, and the government can't do this alone. Private citizen action can't do it alone. Business needs to be there with some of its resources on the table to affect this problem.
I think the part of the solution is involving youth. We're trying to stop youth crime. We need to use youth.
Our top story at this noon hour, hundreds of teens from the St. Louis area take to the streets of downtown in an effort to promote peace.
You can't solve the problem without involving young people themselves. They need to be actively engaged in finding solutions. They need to be brought into the process. They need to be taken seriously.
The solution it starts with the individual. And I was reading one of the hands on the wall, and it said, "Let peace begin with me." Youth has the power to create change, to inspire change.
Do your piece to keep the peace. Do your piece to keep the peace. Do your piece to keep the peace. Do your piece to keep the peace.
Sometimes you gotta take a stand.
You can change your life. You know, it is a better way. Something big is out there for you. You don't need to be stuck with violence.
You can make a difference. You can get involved. this is an organization that if you put some energy into, we'll find the place for you.
And it comes right in on time. Well, it eases me and it pleases me and it satisfies my mind. Well, it's easy.